Java is a very popular programming language. It is an object-oriented language. What does that mean? What are the object-oriented programming or OOP concepts? We will cover these concepts in a series of videos. In this video, we will start with the object-oriented concept of abstraction. Abstraction in Java can be achieved using interfaces or abstract classes. We will illustrate abstraction using Java interfaces. In the real world, we deal with objects, right? Objects like cars, televisions, houses, phones, etc. We use these objects to solve our problems. So we use the car to drive to a place, use the phone to make a call, etc. Each object serves a purpose and solves a problem for us. So in object-oriented programming, we think in terms of objects and use them to solve problems. Now, let's take an object. For example, let's take a car. A car has some attributes using which you describe it, like its color, whether it's a two-wheel or a four-wheel drive, its top speed, etc. Then the car also has behavior. So pressing the accelerator makes it go fast. Pressing the brake makes it stop. Turning the ignition key starts it, etc. So each object is comprised of attributes and behaviors. Now, when you press the accelerator, the car speeds up, right? Behind the scenes, a lot of complex electrical and mechanical actions take place inside the car to achieve this objective. As a person driving the car, you do not need to know or care about all that complexity. It's all hidden from you. All you need to know is that when you will press the accelerator pedal, the car is going to speed up. You just know what are the controls or interfaces you need to press or operate in order to get a certain result. This is the principle of abstraction. Abstraction hides implementation details and provides you with a well-defined interface or controls to work with the object. In Java, abstraction is achieved by interfaces or abstract classes. Interface, as its name suggests, is an interface listing the methods available for consumers to call. A class implementing the interface needs to contractually provide the implementation of the methods in the interface. So, for example, here we have an animal interface which has a method speak. So any class implementing this interface will have to provide the speak method. So, for example, here is a dog class which implements. Implement is a keyword used to indicate which interface is this class implementing. In this case, the animal interface. So this class has to create a concrete implementation of this method. Again, as we said that a class or object can have attributes and methods. So here, this dog class has an attribute of color and the method of speak. Here is another class cat, which again implements the animal interface and it implements the speak method, which it has to contractually implement because it is implementing the interface. Let's see it in action with a Java class. Now, think of a Java class as a representation or a template of an object. Here, I'm running Spring Tool Suite, a flavor of Eclipse, but you can download and use any IDE you want. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. You can use Notepad also to write Java programs, but an IDE makes it super simple. Let me create a new Java project by clicking New, Java Project. Let's give this project a name, Abstraction Project. Click Next, choose Defaults and then Finish. Now, here is the project. Expanding it, we see the source folder. Let's right click and choose New Interface. Give it a name, Animal Interface. Click Finish. Inside, let's create a single method, public string speak. An interface needs to have its methods as public. It just has the method definition as the implementation will be done by the implementing class. Let's now right click and choose New Class, call it Dog. Now let's have this dog class implement the animal interface by using implements animal interface. The IDE draws a red wiggly. That is because we are implementing the interface, but we have not provided the implementation of the speak method. Let's click add unimplemented methods, and here it generates it for us. The add override annotation indicates to the compiler that the annotated method must override an existing supertype method, either from an interface or an abstract base class. Now a class or object can also have attributes. Let's add a private attribute color. Adding the private keyword prevents this variable to be visible to outside classes and can be only seen by this dog class. So for the method implementation, let's just return I am a dog, my color is, and using a plus sign concatenate or attach the color variable. Let's create another class by right clicking and choosing new class, call it cat. Now previously we added the implements animal interface manually. We can have the IDE do it for us. Click on add, choose animal interface and click finish. And here it generates the implements keyword as well as the method stubs. Cool. Again, let's create a private string variable color. Now let's create a constructor public cat, pass in the string color, and inside say this, which refers to the instance color variable, and assign it the passed color. So when we construct a new object from a class, Java calls a constructor by default a noargs constructor. But if we have to initialize a variable, we can create our custom constructor passing in the variable to initialize. The constructor always returns the same class. Again for the method, return I am a cat, my color is, and concatenate color. We forgot to create a constructor for the dog class. Let's do that and initialize the color there. Now to test this, let's right click and choose new class, call it tester. Inside, let's create a public static void main string args. Now this is the method which the Java runtime would call. This is the main method within the Java application. It's the core method of the program and calls all others. It can't return values and accepts parameters for complex command line processing. Inside, now let's create a variable of type animal interface, call it dog, and initialize it as new dog, passing in the color brown. Using the interface as the variable, we'll have the constructed object get the contracted method of the interface. Let's similarly create another variable of type animal interface and initialize it as new cat with a color black. Now, using system.out.println, we can print the return value of these method calls to the console. Call dog.speak. Similarly, using system.out.println, output the return value of cat.speak, the method both the classes had to implement as a result of the interface. Let's run this main method by right-clicking and choosing Run as Java Application. And we see the appropriate return values from the two methods. In this demo, we talked about the object-oriented principle of abstraction, where you just expose the methods and hide the complexity. Interfaces and abstract classes are the way you do it in Java. We demonstrated it using interfaces. Thanks for watching.